Hello, my friends. How are we all doing this evening? I hope you're all doing really well, audience. I'm so happy you're here with us. Thank you so much for coming down. But, like always, I am joined by our fabulous cast of characters. But before we get into introductions, a couple of fun announcements. Number one being, I have gotten my life together somewhat, and we are now only one episode behind on YouTube.
Hey.
So, if you want to go get caught up, you can go watch us on Tabletop Rolls at YouTube. And I'm going to say this live on the internet so that people will hold me accountable for this. I am going to make more content for that channel. And I will have a regular upload schedule. Oh God, what have I just done to myself?
Oof, well.
But, that being said, here's the update for that upload schedule. So this show is going to be released. Our next episode 19 is going to be put up tomorrow. Then this episode will be up on Friday. From that point on, we have a D&D game starting up on Friday night. So here's how we're going to do things. Our Friday night slot is going to have the D&D game. Come Monday, I'm going to post the VOD of the League of Amazing Adventurers to YouTube. Come Tuesday, I'm going to post the VOD of the D&D campaign to YouTube. And then Wednesday, we have our show. Thursday, I might stream some fun stuff on Thursday. We'll find out. And then Friday, we have our D&D show. Excuse me. And then it's all up in the wind from there. But that's going to be the schedule. So please keep an eye out for that. Follow us on our socials like Twitter and TikTok now, because that's been a really fun exercise for me. And subscribe to us on YouTube. It doesn't cost you a thing. And it supports us. Also, hi Ray-chan. Thank you so much for the gill. Every time I see y'all in chat, I'm going to thank you for the gold now. So thank you very much for that. I really appreciate it. Next up, as far as our next announcement is concerned, guess what, folks? Tabletop Rolls is launching a new show in the middle of February. It's the D&D 5e show. It's going to be a heavily JRPG-inspired sort of travel-focused campaign. If you like Crystal Chronicles, if you like Odysseys, if you like any sort of like epic adventure stories, come watch that one. It's going to be very character focused and it's going to be a very good time. Maybe. Might have been Huto. You both gave me items, so I was like, okay, there we go. But from there, we have tonight's campaign. Now, of course, we are joined by our fabulous group of players. To my left, we have the fabulous Matthew, also known as Chip.
I remembered my bitters.
Oh.
I feel like I should know what bitters are, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I could not tell you what they are, but I put them in the drink.
Directly below good Matthew is our fabulous artist, McKenna.
Hello.
I've now turned into Professor.
I feel the need to tell everyone that I have this pen. It is a teacup with stars and moons in it, and it says, I need some space. And it's very Nimbus chic. And I just wanted to share.
Very Nimbus chic. Also, I've somehow become the professor from Ruby. Anyway, directly to McKenna's
Somehow,
right.
he says.
Directly to McKenna's right is the fabulous and wonderful ball of chaos themselves, Shy as Ray. Shy, say hi to the audience.
Hi, I just woke up and gluten-free Oreos taste pretty good.
Good to know.
And last but certainly not least, the person who got me back into Final Fantasy XIV through their incessant rambling about it, and hasn't come and helped him with the MSQ. So shame on you, Cooper.
I've been playing Genshin Impact. What do you want from me?
Oh, calling him out on live, Will.
I will. I always will.
I did laundry today, so I'm an adult now.
I'm proud of you. And yes, when last we left our heroes, after narrowly escaping Ray's hometown and, avoiding all that culty stuff, I have returned. Also, thank you for the villain point, Rabble Rouse.
That's my little brother.
Thank you, Rabble Rouse. I appreciate it, friend. As I was saying, after returning to our main city, also known as Breital, I should actually take Tora off of this map now that it occurs to me.
My cat just did a backflip.
Nice. But after returning to
Impressive.
Brighthall, our great... Oh, Cassandra's ill this evening. Our great and fabulous party got off the boat, and they had basically just begun to figure out what they were going to be doing from there. So, you guys have gotten off the boat. I believe the professor has noticed a hooded figure sort of in the background of the crowd, beginning to like keep an eye on them and come closer to them. So let me ask you all, what would you like to do?
Well, my eyes are
Oh, you might be
locked
muted, Matt.
on. I'm muted?
No, Matt.
Actually, I didn't actually say anything. I was waiting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I think Nim's eyes are glued to the wanted poster you mentioned last week. Announcing not only the bounty for the vigilante, but also the death of her best friend and roommate's father, who was assassinated by said vigilante. So that's where Nim's at now, is now processing the death of like her good friend's father. That's an objectively horrible way to find out about such a thing.
And we'd make it about you again, Nick.
Yep.
What?
Will asked me what I was doing, and that's what I'm doing. I'm having a crisis. So
Fred's father's dead. My father.
my parents are not in a good
guys.
place.
Just wait till
What?
you have to kill
Not
me
in a
kind of
good
stuff.
place.
I would, Will. I
Yes.
would like to pursue a lead on the person behind us in
All
case
right.
we need to devote further attention to them.
Okay, you'd like to pursue a lead on mysterious cloaked figure?
Yes.
All right. Are you going to tell anyone?
I am. I'm going to point at the wanted poster and make it seem like I'm talking about that, and I just say quietly to the rest of the group, "No one look around. No one do anything out of the ordinary, but we are being watched."
Ray's
Right.
dumbass turns around. Where?
Yes, that is an interesting bird that we just saw, Ray.
Make a deception check, Matt.
So, deception.
Yes.
Where? Oh, it's alphabetical, you fool.
Chip, you have to see
Same
that
every
one coming.
single time.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Chip is a bad liar.
As you say that and look
He is,
about,
that is
you
true.
notice that there are actually no birds around the docks, which would normally be odd. However, you can see that there's like a number of traps that have been set up to capture seagulls.
Oh dear.
As this place, as for our viewers' sake, this city is based off of Bristol in England, and they actually have such a seagull problem that they have traps set up to capture them because they make so much noise.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's different.
It's cool, right?
I tell you what, that is different.
Yeah. Fun facts. But as you're saying that, Shy, directly behind you now, this cloak figure has come up at a very quick pace. And as they do, they're like running up. They just like go and they try to go and they basically will put their arm on Nim's shoulder. And as they do so, the hood will fall back. And standing there is a blue Teflon with sort of like a disheveled looking beard. And like their hair's like slicked back, but it's all strung out and kind of wavy. And both their horns are fully intact. Except you can notice on the right horn, Chip, you'll be able to notice this with just your regular, like looking at it. There's a slight sort of like gold streak through it.
Oh,
Ooh.
Like it's been put back on with gold. And
they've had some work did.
This is Ascendancy, I'm assuming?
it is in fact Ascendancy, who upon doing so will say, "Nim, I'm so happy to see you."
Oh, gosh, it is good to see you too.
Yes. Here, come. We have to go and see Elisandra.
Perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm-
Nim, you know this guy.
Perception check. I just want to know if he's acting like we must go see the master.
Go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
23.
Yes.
Oh,
Ooh.
Please, Nim, we have to go quickly. She hasn't let me see her since you left, and she said that I could, if we found you, I could see her again, and I need to see her again, Nim.
oh no.
Elisandra.
Who?
Uh,
Gods. Oh, gods. Okay.
Ray, how good are you at knocking people out?
Well, 50-50.
Oh, I still have that chloroform, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, God.
In the middle of the street.
Do it. Use it.
What does this smell like?
I'm gonna hand it over to Chip and say that this is an option.
What is it? Oh.
Oh.
I'll say that this will use up one of the doses, and there'll be 2 doses left if you decide
What?
to
We
use
haven't
Cool.
agreed on anything yet.
Okay, I'm just saying. It's not a King Caden's magical flask of chloroform, although that would be a really very interesting magical item.
The professor's been spending way too much time with Ray lately.
Haven't we all?
Yeah.
Well, I'm also just very keen on making life as difficult as possible for Alessandra. I just do not care for her.
That is
You
true.
know what?
He does not.
You know what?
Not saying that in character, mind you.
I actually don't think I'd mind going to see Alessandra at the moment, and I don't think it would be a bad idea to have a medic with us either. Just
Oh.
as an aside.
Has she gotten to you too?
If Alessandra wants to see me, you know what? Why not? Why not? Why not let her? I'm just saying. What's the worst that could happen?
A lot.
She mind controls all of us and makes us dance like monkeys.
You know what? Is that not what we were doing not 4 nights ago? Back in Ray's hometown? At least that's what I was doing.
Yeah, that was.
That
Ray's
is what you were
hometown.
doing.
Yeah,
The rest
that
of
was
us were
only you.
the rest of us were not doing that.
You were
Oh, boy.
tropoing.
You've been given a hero point to help make more chloroform?
I sure have.
Great. Man, I love alchemy.
I'm worrying that the path we are walking down.
Suddenly, this becomes a chaotic evil campaign.
Oops. We haven't murder hoboed.
Everything is
Yeah.
permitted.
All right,
Um, Fine. We'll follow the mind slave.
Oh,
For now.
Ascendancy, I would love to have a word with Alessandra right about now. Why don't you lead the way?
Of course, thank goodness. And yeah,
Chip makes a show of just taking out his revolver, making sure the chamber is full, and then tucking it back into his coat. Yep, we're doing this now.
I throw one last look at that wanted poster over my shoulder and
Oh,
follow him.
should we take it? We could take it. It might prove useful later.
No,
I mean-
let's leave it. It's there for a reason. It's there to tell people and give people information.
I like posters.
And then take the
Posters.
then take it. If you
No,
want the poster, then take
Me,
it.
Matt likes posters.
I got a hero point to punch a child.
And that's on brand entirely.
Oh, actually, Ray, I wanted to give you something. Chip pulls out of his pocket a little, kind of badly made crocheted doll that looks like a tiny child. I wanted to give this to you as sort of a stress ball. Whenever you're feeling particularly punchy, just punch the doll. It even makes a squeaky sound.
Wow. Thanks.
I'm very good with
Squeaker, squeaker.
stitches, you see, so here you are.
Ray, do you punch the doll?
I squished doll.
As you squish the doll, the squeak goes like, "Down with the patriarchy!"
I don't remember putting that in there.
It's learning! The doll is learning!
So, Ascendancy will begin to lead you through the town, and all of you can notice that things have definitely become a bit more militaristic. Because someone already bought me one today. things have become more militaristic within the city. There's more guards walking around, and they're being a little bit more vigilant. Perhaps it's because of the murder. Perhaps it's because of the manhunt for the vigilante. Who knows?
Perhaps murder.
But as you are all walking about, Ascendancy will begin to lead you basically through a variety of towns towards the more higher class district of the city, where you've noticed that the guard presence here has just quintupled. There are guards walking all over the place. They're like, yep. They're checking people as they come into the area. It's like, why are you here? So it's like, I'm taking them to see my girl. So we'll be about a moment in this area. And he kind of like continues to walk you through. And yeah, eventually you all will come to a almost obscenely large manor house. Oh, thanks, Wildco.
Wow!
And
Thank you, Jordan.
This obscenely large manor house is like think like Haunted Mansion sized manor. And directly to the front of it, there's like this like large like sort of iron gate that as it's like crossing up the words, there's like words above the iron gate that say, "When you need fate's fortune."
That's cute.
How very presumptuous.
Indeed.
Welcome to the Gladeswind Estate.
Yes, it is in fact the Gladeswind Estate.
Do you have any acid links?
Would you like to phrase that any differently?
Do you have any corrosive liquids?
You know what? I have quite a few on me, yeah.
Oh, well, good to know.
So, the gates are opened up, and the Ascendancy just kind of looks at you and says, "Now, I was told that I'm not allowed to disturb you while you're speaking, but once you finish, I'm allowed to see her again, so please finish speaking with her quickly." And he kind of just, like, goes and, like, sits on, like, a chair on the porch of this place, and it's just, like, rocking in it.
This is uncomfortable.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Indeed.
What has she done? Oh, I'm livid. I'm livid. I'm going to march right up to her doorstep and knock on the door.
As
Lynx
you do
just
so,
sort of watches that happen and prepares for the worst.
the door will, in fact, open. And it will lead you into sort of like an empty hall sort of situation, where sitting on the steps, looking about as disheveled as Ascendancy now, is Elisandra. Her hair is just kind of like flucked down in her face, and she kind of just has her like, she kind of just like has her hands like this, and she's just like,
Oh, mood immediately improves.
well, you've made it back, I suppose. Please come in.
Will, I would like to do a perception check just to ensure that no one else is following us at this point.
Sure. Is there anything else you'd like to do when you enter this new room?
I would like to find if anything is out of sorts.
Damn, Will really said, that's odd.
No, I just wanted to make sure, because like the thing about this room is that this is a large manor house, and there are no servants, and there are no other sort of people here running about in the middle
I was
of the
distracted
day.
by my hatred.
You sure were. That's a crib.
Actually very strange.
Granted, this is a manor house that you, Nim, probably would have never been into before, as the Gladesmans never really hosted parties at their estate. They would always host them off-site.
That's true.
So this is probably Nim's first time seeing the inside of this place, and it is lavish. It is gaudy, and like there's like pillars that are made of marble.
It's so ostentatious.
Oh, it's super ostentatious. It's like affluence. It's like 1% affluence, just like piled up.
Man, this place is nice.
You would be amazed how many murders I have investigated in places just like this. I don't know what it's about it. These places attract homicide.
Elisandra, what have you done?
I have made a slight miscalculation.
Happens to the best of us.
The risk she took was calculated, but damn, is she bad at math.
Bad at math.
Do you
I
care to elaborate on that?
did not think my family's patron would be so angry with me if I circumvented their abilities.
So it's true then. You have lost your connection with your patron.
Not only that now, but also the connection to my bloodline.
I think that means they're dead.
How is that possible?
God, I wish that were me.
We all turn and look at Lynx like,
Lynx.
what?
Huh? So what's going on, Alessandra?
Dish.
Dash.
I attempted to release Ascendancy from the enchantment that I placed on him, and it did not work.
Oh no, there's like a feedback.
Because, honestly, fine and dandy having a boy who loves you, but when he loves you that much, it gets a little bit creepy.
Oh, was it hard for you?
Having
Was
a
that
slave.
difficult for you, Alessandra? I'm sure it was so hard for you, and not at all difficult for him, to be completely brainwashed by some arcane shenaniganery.
Technically a cult.
Oh.
Technically a cult.
Okay. Before I lose my temper, walk me through exactly what happened from before Ascendancy was that to now.
Why
So
don't we sit down and have some tea and discuss it?
I would offer you a pot, but my family has not been home for some time. She'll kind of like walk up and she'll actually like kind of look around. It's like,
You don't
What?
know where the kitchen is?
I mostly eat out, although recently the restaurant I frequent has been closed due to reasons I'm sure you've seen already.
Nim, why don't you hash things out here, and I will go and find some water to boil. As always, I have some tea with me.
Oh, you're a saint, Professor.
No, I just have tenure, and I walk off to find the kitchen.
He does have tenure, that is true.
What's happening?
I know, I've read the faculty records.
Sorry, I just become possessed to say it whenever he reminds us.
I did
I'm sorry, you've read the faculty records? Why?
I did a lot of research on you all when I was trying to defeat you in the tournament.
And how did that go?
It did not go well, but I'm in a position where I can't be salty about it, so here I am. Now, if you would be so kind as to sit down, she kind of like points to the steps, I would offer you a seat, but there is literally one chair in this house for me, and that is it.
Did your family take the furniture with them?
My
Can't
family...
tell if that's a brag.
She will look directly at you, McKenna, and say, my family has never set foot in this house.
I think that's also a brag.
I have so
That
many
is a brag,
questions.
actually, huh?
Oh, this is a lovely kettle.
I have so many questions. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I will sit on the floor.
No, there's stairs. This is where I tend to sit on these stairs. And she'll like point to like piles of books that are just up the stairs. It's like, it's
Oh my god.
surprisingly comfortable, but anyway. So, my family, as I'm sure you can remember, is of a unpure nature. They've accepted a help from the woman who was my patron, a very powerful Baba Yaga. And as such, they've been given certain abilities that I once possessed and tried to use on you to defeat you and did not work. And so because
Lynx is just gonna raise his hand in the middle of all that.
Yes,
A what?
a Baba Yaga.
Gesundheit?
I know what that is. Lynx does not.
Alessandro will kind of just like look at Lynx, seeing the lack of connection. A witch god.
Oh. Different. All right. Continue?
And so because of my faux pas at the tournament, my failure to defeat you, she decided to take away some of my abilities as a backlash to that. Now, as part of the tournament, I had used the spell to make Ascendancy more loyal to myself. And so, trying to break that spell, afterwards, drained me my remaining abilities.
So you felt it was necessary to put this enchantment on Ascendancy in the first place because...
Because I wanted Ascendancy for myself. Because, Nim, you tend to have every single thing that I would like, and you always walk around so perfectly with it.
Was it worth it? Was what you gained worth what you lost?
I don't know, Nim, was it?
For the record, I'm not even talking about your gifts from this patron. Do you know how much he trusted you? He really, really trusted you, Alessandra. And do you know how I know that? I went with him. I went with him to Ardennes the day of the festival, and I tried to tell him to get some sort of anti-enchantment ward. Not that it probably would have helped, but it might have been something. And you know what he said to me? He said, "I'm fine. I have Alessandra for that." Let me put this in perspective for you. He ignored a warning from me, the sole inheritor of an internationally renowned oracular bloodline, because he trusted you. Was it worth it?
Lynx is gonna go join Professor Chip in the kitchen.
Good news, I found a single lemon in the icebox.
Incredible.
Now we can have some delightful Earl Grey.
Can I possibly use my alchemical reagents to make more of this lemon?
Sure.
I mean, that sounds fascinating.
Fantastic.
I
You
love
just
you so
you,
much.
you mix some compounds together to create a lemon substitute.
Delightful.
I mean, you should make sure to patent that.
Patent?
I mean, you invented it. You should, if you decide to create more of it and sell it, you could make a tidy profit. I'm sure many people would appreciate having a non-spoilable lemon.
Lynx just kind of looks confused. I can do that?
I
can do that.
It's outside my class, but I think I should assign you some extra reading from the economics class.
I will take some time for that.
All right. Let's bring them the tea then.
Yes.
The economics textbook, mind you, is written by a fabulous scholar known as Justinian Keaton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
It's free real estate.
Anyway, back to the drama.
I've lost nothing. why. Because I never had it in the first place.
Lame excuse.
Oh yeah, Ray's still there.
Yes.
Yeah.
He sure is.
Ray's just watching.
And honestly, Nim, I understand where you're coming from. However, I assumed that you would be able to at least understand this. Because for me, looking at you, person who has always had what they wanted and what they've been provided for their entire lives, and then seeing them run off in search for something more that they know they can't have, I understood that. Nim, my folly came from me not being satisfied. And I see a very similar viewpoint of the world in you. Otherwise, why weave a bed of lies? Why not just tell your family that you are an adventurer? Because, you know, they would disapprove and you'd have to stop, and you wouldn't want to stop. And because you don't want to stop, I'm sure you've made decisions in pursuit of that goal that you are not proud of. This is a decision that I've made that I'm not proud of, and I would like to fix it.
Oh boy.
Alright, so I rolled a 30 with 10 damage to punch Alessandra on behalf of chat.
Yeah, you
that
just... So here's the moment, right? She's just like, she's staring down Nim as she's saying this, and then Ray just comes up and just clocks her. And literally she sends her, like, into a banister. And, like, some books just go, like...
Really glad I didn't hand her tea.
You know, to be fair, I think that that's the right choice. I don't think that what she just said to you is fair at all.
No, it's not. It's fair from Alessandra's perspective. I understand why she thinks what she does.
Ray just turns back to Nim. Still don't like you, but no one should talk shit unless it's me.
Thank you. I
Woof.
appreciate that.
At least we know where we stand.
This poor lone human in our party feels so bad for Nimbus sometimes.
Alessandra, let me be very clear when I say that you don't understand me at all. But we share a common goal. And this, for perhaps the first and only time, we have a common goal. So yes, let's fix this horrid mistake that you've made.
Why do you do this, Nim?
I'm not doing it for her. I'm doing
Grab
it
a guy for you. You're unappreciative. I punched this woman in the face for you. You're unappreciative, and now
Ray?
you want to work with her? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I think
Ray,
work
Ray,
with
Ray,
is
Ray,
not
Ray.
entirely fair.
Ray, I'm going to grab Ray's hand. Ray, please. Thank you very, 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 very much for punching Alessandra in the face. That was satisfying on a level that you probably don't even know. So, I am extraordinarily appreciative. Thank you.
Ray just takes her hand back and grumble, grumble, grumble.
Remember, Ray? Remember the punching doll.
Oh yeah, squeezes the doll. Grumble,
What?
grumble, grumble.
The world will end in fire!
God.
Someone has tampered with my doll.
Let's make this right, for ascendancy's sake.
are we working? Okay, whatever.
I mean, would you prefer he stay brainwashed and subservient to me for eternity? Quite honestly, I'm already quite annoyed with it.
God.
It's really
I can't
it's
even look at you.
it's really gross. And she just kind of like starts.
It is really gross,
Yes.
Alessandra.
Listen, I realize that. This is what. I'm not
We're
even going
fixing
to.
it. We're fixing
I'm not
it.
even
we
going
don't
to
need
bother.
to do this right now. We're fixing it. We're
Yes,
fixing it.
ma'am.
So
At least invite him inside. Poor thing, sitting out on the porch like a lost puppy.
If I let him inside, he will start sniffing the carpet.
He
Ray
would
opens
what?
the door and he goes, "Come here,
oh, no.
Essentially walks
You
in,
puppy!
come here."
and Alessandra just kind of like shuffles away beside you, and he's just like, "She's been here," and he kind of like gets down all fours and starts like bloodhounding. It's like,
Oh my god!
it's gotten out of hand, Nim.
Yes!
Gotten. Yeah.
Okay, where do we start?
This
Where do
is
we
not
start?
what I meant when I said I wanted puppy love.
Will,
Yes.
I would like to try and I would like to approach Ascendancy and say, I have something here that she used to wipe her brow, and I would like to offer him the chloroform covered brow.
He'll just like grab it and he'll just plink.
It was for his dignity.
Oh, it was the right call, Professor, but oh, am I sad to
got
see
really
it happen.
2 charges of it left.
All right.
I thank you for that.
Okay,
We need to get to work.
yes.
Jim is dragging Ascendancy into a corner and trying to prop him up against the wall so he doesn't, look too
Yes, weekend at Ascendancy.
pathetic.
This poor man. He deserves so much better.
He does. Alessandro will kind of
All
say,
right.
"We need to get to work."
Hit the books.
No books that need to be hit. This is going to
Ray
be
looking around for the book. She's like, "Where is it?"
a little bit more dangerous, and I think Ray will really, really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Also, just to be clear, Dream, Haunted Mansion.
Yes! What
Okay,
was that?
cool. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure that that happened to you all as well, and it wasn't just some punishment-induced nightmare. I
Yes,
feel much
literally all of us.
okay.
No idea what you're talking about.
Neither do I.
I feel much better about bringing you in on this now. Then, okay. So, my family.
You were in a dream with her and didn't push her off a cliff?
They did try.
Normally, when I dream, I'm naked.
Did
so,
not.
like,
Moving on.
So,
Lynx does not remember.
Oh no.
my family does not reside in this mansion.
yes, you've made that very clear like 8 times.
They reside
Love that for you.
below it.
Mole people. Got it.
Or dead people.
In
Oh, that makes sense too.
a sort of underground cave network for the city.
Mole people!
The first person who calls them rat tunnels is getting an F.
Lynx lets out a little.
Fair enough.
They use these areas to siphon magic from the populace above to channel it into their rituals.
Hmm.
So,
Mole people rituals?
we will need to go in there. We will need to make it past my family and to a magic circle that they have that connects them directly to our patron's personal dimension.
Wow.
If we're going to break the spell in Ascendancy, we need to return what was taken from him. In order to do that, we will need to go to my family's patron's lair and collect the item and release the part of Ascendancy's soul that she has from its jar.
Yeah, I don't know. This seems like a really big you thing.
She's not wrong. However,
It's your family. It's your patron.
Who has locked me out and who is not allowing me near her. If you want Ascendancy saved in a timely manner, I need your help.
I'm afraid this is something she won't be able to do alone.
Have you tried?
If I could do this alone, fix it myself, and not have to deal with a condescending Nim, I would have done it.
Okay. Good enough for me.
Okay.
Okay. As long as you tried.
Okay.
All right. All right.
Now-
Let's just take care of this as quickly as possible. I really must return to Gwendolyn.
Yes. Actually, I will talk to you about that after. And then she'll kind of start like walking down the stairs. The entrance to the Undercroft is this way, if you'll follow me.
Yo, that's suspicious.
Leading us
Don't
with
be
it.
suspicious. Don't be
He's
suspicious.
I'm gonna
Don't
turn
be
to the
suspicious.
rest of the party and just say, Ascendancy is a dear friend of mine, but I don't expect any of you guys to put your lives on the line for someone you've barely met.
Did their parents die too in a weird circumstance?
Did what? I don't.
Did
what?
their parents die too under weird circumstances?
Where did I stutter, Nim?
Not that I'm aware of. I suppose it's possible. I can't say I've ever asked him that, but maybe.
You're a bad friend, Nim. I'm just throwing that.
Wow!
I'm just saying.
I
I can't ask you to come and do this. It sounds very dangerous.
Well, somebody has to be a good friend to this Erdurficis.
I cannot speak for the rest of the group, Nim, but if your intent is to help this man who has been left in this terrible state, then you will have my support. I can say that much.
I'll help too.
Okay. Thank you. My party is a bunch of saints, and I am in your debt. Thank you.
Alright, let's go. I got nothing else to do today.
Okay.
Cassandra will help too.
Yes, Cassandra will be coming along with you all.
And my axe.
And my
Oh, hello, Garl. Surprised to see you here.
Christ.
You have my bow and raised eyeball.
And Chip's
Wiggle, wiggle,
gun.
wiggle. And gun.
Gun.
So, you guys will make your way down to this like basemented area. It's a beautiful like looking wine cellar filled with like bottles of wine and such. Looks at you all and says, "All empty. Trust me, I've checked." Pulls one of the wine bottles out, and like one of the walls will kind of like revealing a passageway of sorts.
Sipping the last of my tea, I'm like, oh, well, that's a bit of a cliche.
Oh.
Didn't say we were original. Our families made our entirety of our fortune on stealing the secrets of others. And she'll kind of begin walking down, leading the way.
How unsurprising.
If I may make a request of one of you, perhaps you, Nim, I no longer have the ability to see in the dark.
Oh.
You think I can do that?
I think you can produce light.
Ah. You know what? You got me there. I cast some dancing light.
There's a split moment where she like looks like she wants to say something, but then she just like bites her tongue and doesn't say it. It's like, I can't.
That's huge for her. The fact that she's not jumping on me about that.
I may have asked this before, Nim, but what form do your dancing lights take?
I think it depends, but right now they're like little orbiting stars and planets.
Delightful.
That is delightful.
Okay, so now it's the middle of the day, so they should mostly be out.
Of the tunnels?
No, asleep, like sleeping.
Oh.
Are we digging tunnels?
I mean, we could. That could be a way we
Secret
avoid my
tunnel.
family.
Secret tunnel through the mountain.
Well, technically through the underground of the city, but that's beside the point. Yes.
Ray has like a spoon out already, and she's just like, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel.
I love Lion King. I mean, what's that?
While Ray's digging a tunnel, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick.
This is the karmic punishment of the world for me doing bad things.
Yes, it is.
You're
Yes,
right.
it is.
It is.
Really?
I think we're all in agreement.
Oh, right. I can't say things in my frickin' head anymore without... Oh, Lord.
Was an internal monologue one of your powers that you've now lost?
Yes.
You just lost the power to think to yourself.
She will look you in the eyes and say, I said many a rude thing about every single person I would see often, and for some reason I now no longer have a internal filter as well. I am
You had
not,
one before?
I am not a happy camper.
My sincerest condolences for the death of your filter, Alessandra.
Yes,
What
my
a damn shame.
I would offer the same condolences, but that would be
At
insincere.
least my family are not war criminals. And
Oh,
Excuse me, what would you know about that?
oh.
Actually, a good question.
just kind of like perked up and just like, oh, nothing. And she'll keep walking.
Ugh.
Sounds fake, but okay.
All right, let's keep moving.
So you guys will begin to make your way through these tunnels. Can someone give me a survival check?
Oh no.
Links?
I think I can.
I think you can as well.
I have a
I
mean-
sure can.
I mean, this is sort of up your alley.
No, I can't.
Can I make one?
I mean, I
I
suppose we
mean,
can all make
sure.
one.
It occurs to me I need to actually have this on screen for it to update.
Oh, 18.
Perhaps.
Oh, an 18. You know what? That will be enough for success. As you are beginning to navigate the tunnels, you can tell that you have now basically plateaued. You're no longer going like deeper down. You're now kind of staying on one singular floor. And you are about 3 stories below the city. So you'd be about 20 feet below where the sewers would be.
Gross.
And yeah, entering this cavernous sort of domain. All around you, there are occult symbols scrawled across the walls. And there are sort of like runic sort of etchings that are alight with this like very interesting bioluminescent moss.
Can I make an underworld lore check to see what the symbols are indicative of?
Sure. You can also make an occultism check. That works too, though. I'll take the critical
Damn.
success. Lynx, you're able to tell that these symbols are a sort of record.
A record?
Yes, a record of affairs and other sort of ritualistic results. And with the natural 20, a few things will become... You'll notice a few things you wouldn't have noticed otherwise. Number 1, these symbols, they appear to speak about a time before the Great War that created the Magicard Wastes.
Okay.
Number 2, these symbols appear to talk about how they had parts of their rituals stolen from them. One of the artifacts that they would use as a focus, one of their focus lenses, was stolen from them. And then number 3, this one's much more recently. It's talking about how a similar power structure has appeared within the night sky.
Oh. Interesting. Um, as I'm decoding these, I am sharing the information with Nimbus because she has proven to be the note taker, both in and out of character. How recent is this last etching?
About
With a crit 20, could I tell?
Oh yeah, you
Basically?
could. It's one of the more recent ones. Specifically, I'll even give you the exact date. It probably would have been the second or third night of the tournament.
Oh.
let-
Impending doom is literally in the air. Got it.
To let Nim make the connection I think they've made, you're free to make that connection.
The same night that I had that vision about the star crashing into the... Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Remember, remember what your father said. People who are part of the ritual would get visions, and if people are siphoning magic from the ritual, they might also get visions.
Oh. Oh, we are so screwed.
Huh.
Are we?
What
Well-
what do you mean by that, Nim?
Oh, I didn't know that I said that in character.
No.
You just see Nim kind of listening to you and going, like, wide-eyed, just... Oh, Desna, help us all. There's a lot to unpack here. I think perhaps we should take our notes and take our leave. Yes?
I would...
What happened to helping Ascendancy?
Is this relevant to that?
It's on the way.
It's the roadside attraction.
It's the roadside attraction.
Yes, it's biggest. It's the it's right next to the biggest ball of yarn in Brighthall. It's the most tangled occult ritual.
Tangled.
Cha.
Alessandra, does this have anything to do with what's going on with Ascendancy right now?
No, these are simply the markings from my family's rituals.
Oh, okay, well then fuck that.
Gotcha. All right. Maybe we can circle back, but for now, let's stay focused.
Yes.
Indeed.
She will lead you all through a number of tunnels, stopping you every now and then, and she'll like point out like the cave of like a forked tunnel, like a large sort of like beehive like a large cavern that has sort of like beehive like huts constructed on its walls, and just it's filled with coven members and hags.
Oh my. Okay.
And then she kind of like points down to like the middle of the area. She says, and there is the circle we need to get to.
Will,
Yes.
that's odd.
Okay, so other than the beehive of hags, there's no sort of like wildlife in this room. It's all stone.
Oh no, Professor Rat!
Like you'd expect to like see like small bugs and things. There's nothing. It's like this area's been completely cleaned out and sterilized.
I mean, I can appreciate sterile. So how do we want to proceed?
So the circle we're searching for, I believe we're also searching for something of Ascendancy's, are we not?
Yes, that
We're
will
looking
be
for an
within-
actual circle? I'm confused.
The circle is what will allow us to enter my my former patron's realm.
Do we just gotta, like, draw it?
We need to stand on it, and then I need to activate it.
Oh, okay, well then let's go do that.
You're not coming with us then, are you?
I'm coming with you.
Or can you activate it while you're in the circle?
I can activate it while I'm in the circle. I will be coming with you.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, how do we get down here without alerting this entire hag hive to our presence?
Well, I would personally recommend being very quiet, but looks over at Ray. That may not be an easy option.
But
Ray, I would just like to point out that if these hags get our hands on us, they will likely devise some sort of ironic torture for us all, which might involve enchanting you to be never able to punch a thing ever again.
okay.
So let's not wake them up.
Okay.
I mean, maybe let's not rule it out. No, that's bad idea. But
She learned to
See,
kick.
you just see Alessandra look at Ray. It's like, so mind controlling and chanting your friends is okay?
oh no.
Yeah, Nim doesn't do well with friendship and parents, apparently.
I've noticed that.
Yeah, you'd know, Ray.
Yeah, I watched it happen.
That was a low blow, Nimbus. Let's keep moving.
was.
Ray goes, yeah, I watched it happen. She totally doesn't get it.
So yes, how would you all like to approach this hag hive? Oh, that feels so good to say. How many of those did you ever think you'd have to
Aghahive? Why
fight?
does that feel good to say? I don't like that.
It's kind of fun. I mean, I don't have any kind of like stealthy spell or anything, and my stealth is so bad.
How?
Does
Go ahead.
does the surrounding area seem to have any like traps or anything? Can I make a check of some kind?
You wouldn't even have to. There are a couple sort of like caves that attach to this one
Mhm.
that you could possibly do that with.
Wait, what?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sorry.
The sound on my end might have cut out at a weird time. Could you repeat your question?
I think it did.
Okay.
Yeah. So are there any like noise traps around here? Like anything dangling that we should avoid,
Oh.
or something on the ground maybe?
You mean, don't play my triangle?
You do not see any traps.
Okay. Can I, before I trust that, can I make a check to see if there are any like false
You
floors?
can certainly try.
Could I
Sure.
assist with
Is
that?
that perception?
It'll be perception. Yes, you can.
Cool.
I kind of want to fight.
25.
Yeah, Lynx is way ahead of this.
Yes, so Lynx, as you're kind of looking around, there's not any sort of like fake floors or things, but dispersed throughout the room are a number of basically fungal clusters.
Bull clusters?
Fungal clusters. Can you make me a nature check?
I sure can. I'm not very good at it.
19. But that's enough. You have a little bit of a background in ruin diving. You can recognize some of the fungal clusters as having shriekers in them.
Oh boy. Let's see. I don't think I have anything that could mark them. Can I maybe work with Nim to place dancing lights on the areas we should be avoiding?
Yeah, you could do that.
You can dance. You can jive.
Dancing lights.
You can't have
Yes.
multiples of them, can you?
You can have 4 of them total, no 2 of which are more than 10 feet apart.
Okay.
So, like, as you're moving, you could move them up.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Any-
Is
thinking.
what you could
Any
do.
light must remain within 120 feet of me and 10 feet with others, or it winks out.
Okay, that should be completely workable.
That'll
I'll instruct the party to stay with me
Mhm.
and try to work with Nim to place the lights on the areas we need to avoid as we walk through.
All right, then.
Oh.
As you are walking through, Lynx, make me a stealth check or a survival check, whatever you'd like.
27.
Ooh.
So, Lynx, as you're kind of like quietly making your way forward with the party, as about a moment before you would trigger it, you notice a shrieker that you hadn't caught yet. You stop for a second. You take a closer look. You see that some of the other fungal things, like some of them had like really obvious shriekers, but a lot of some like the smaller fungal patches had hidden like smaller shriekers.
Oh.
So you managed to actually avoid setting those off. You guys are
Hooray!
able to make your way down this sort of like long ramp into this central area. As you're now there, you can see a little bit of this like hive in more detail. The sort of like canopied huts that are being built out of the walls go all the way up to the top of the chamber, and like looking above it, you can see like what looks like. Imagine if a person was just like attached to a floorboard with nails.
Gross.
It's like a person sleeping like that.
Hate that. But they are asleep.
They
yes.
are all still asleep.
Good morning!
Ray!
And as Ray says that,
Good morning!
the hive begins to stir. The woman who is above you, you just see them like track their hands, and as they're coming down and about to like, as like this entire like group of hags is about to just like jump you all, Alessandra activates the circle and you guys bamf out.
Okay. I thought
Love that.
Hi!
Let's hope they can't follow us easily through the magic circle.
Yes, let's hope.
And now
You guys should be more polite.
it's time to put you all onto a map. Boople, Duple, Duple, and I need Alessandra. Can you guys, did I move you to the right one? No, I haven't yet. Boople.
There we go.
So you appear to be inside sort of some sort of cave network, but the stone walls have chips in them, and as you look through those chips, you see an inky void.
Ooh.
Inky void.
Inky void.
Oh, so this really is like a pocket dimension then.
It is a legit pocket dimension.
Interesting.
Doggy.
I mean, that's I suppose that's one way out of paying property taxes.
What be tax?
Yes, of course. I should have seen that.
All right.
Chat is asking for the map.
Yep, it's up. It just I wanted to make sure it was
yeah,
set
it's
up.
taking its
for-
time.
Gotcha. No, chat, you don't get the map.
But they have the map now.
They do.
They do. So yes, I do enter this sort of like cave. Alessandra will just stand there. Okay. I'm surprised that we weren't being chased by them the entire way through. Oh, right. Everyone's off kilter.
Yeah.
Only a little.
Only a little bit. I will fix everyone quickly.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. Don't know why this one
Oh,
got
I love
mixed
that
up.
Shy is now Nicholas.
Shy is now Chip.
Love that. Nicholas Chip.
I love that. It's only Shy and Chip that are mixed up.
Look at Matt. Look at him. He gets to be Cassandra.
Matt is Cassandra
Oh,
now.
oh.
I love that.
Oh dear. Oh my. I'm sorry.
Oh goodness.
Magic.
Maggie.
Haha, gun, pew pew, I'm a rat.
It's like looking into a
This was
mirror.
fixed before we started. Alright, well, we'll have to leave it like that for now. I'm sorry.
Yes.
This was fixed before
Everybody
we started,
changes
but something must have
characters.
happened.
Brain drain.
But anyway.
That would be a very fun, like, a one-shot episode where we all play each other's characters.
Oh, I would hate it. I'd have to get used to casting spells in PF2, and that truly is a process, I think.
So
Unless
that
you got switched with Ray or Matt.
that is where you find yourselves,
We all want to be switched with Ray. We admit it.
Admittedly.
right?
All right.
I mean, this is all pretty odd, so I'm not sure there's any point in me finding what's odd.
That's odd,
Well-
but that's odd too. That's
Yeah.
also odd.
You're in a sort of pocket dimension.
That just in itself is odd. Okay.
Alessandro
no
kind of
time-
look to you all and say, "We're not quite there yet. This is the trod to reach her place properly, but I do warn you, this is filled with dangers."
I say for one thing, those large mushrooms over there, we should probably avoid those.
Oh, I'm very hungry.
Ray, would you like to eat a mushroom?
No, I'm not.
Are you
I
sure?
won't.
Was that-
You.
It was in Alice in Wonderland that, like, no, it was the potions that made her grow and shrink.
The drink me, eat me.
Oh, apparently yes. Yes, I do want to eat these mushrooms.
Oh my lord.
Oh, if Ray eats one, let me know.
All right, Ray will pick one up and eat it.
Ray, roll
Oh.
me a D100.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Everybody's hoping for a giant Ray. I think you guys are gonna be a little disappointed.
Yeah,
Ray?
honestly.
Ray's turned into a capybara.
I know we do this every time. Okay, here we go. A
Yeah, there you go.
16.
A 16 on a D100. Ray. Interesting. There's no noticeable effect.
Oh,
It's just mushrooms, guys.
that's horrifying.
Her blood is now caramel.
That bodes poorly.
Random mushroom.
Also,
That was
Ray,
so
I need a
cute.
fortitude save.
Oh Jesus.
Oh no, it was just a poison mushroom.
Otta.
25?
Hey.
Wow,
Um,
hot diggity damn.
You notice, Ray, you don't notice this, but like Lynx and everyone else will. You guys will notice some like small mushrooms beginning to grow on Ray, but they'll just shrivel and die.
Lynx is definitely grossed out. He's gonna try to pick one off as it blooms,
Okay.
just to inspect it and see if it's the same type of mushroom, just out of curiosity.
I hope chat's happy. I gave you what you wanted, and you betrayed
it's
me.
a red-capped mushroom with sort of like a white stem. Very slightly different from this one, as these ones have spots. This one doesn't have any spots.
My
Interesting.
Well, that was fun. Shall we proceed?
Yes, Alessandra, do you know
I'm my own
way?
garden.
Yes, these trods are usually one way. We'll be heading towards the first world, or the Feywild, and we should be there once we walk through this cave, I think.
Alonzi, I suppose.
Hello, Z.
She'll kind of stay to the front of the group.
Yep. I guess. Is there a preference between which way we go?
Left or
Left.
right?
Left.
All right, left it is then.
I will say,
Yeah.
you can all notice something about Cass right now. Their form seems slightly altered in this dimension.
Oh.
What the fuck does she look like?
She looks like Cass, but her skin is a little bit more of like a green.
Oh,
A good
So
color
it's-
on you.
Well, it's a little palette swap.
Yeah.
I mean it's spring. I
Good
think.
for her. Good for her.
Good for her.
I like that. I like that
Alright.
for her.
So we're going left?
I believe that was what you all said.
Sure. Let's go.
Right. And I'll reveal the next area to you. This is going to hide it, isn't it? It's going to hide it. The reveal areas, roll 20. As
did
you're
not
making
matter
your
which
way
one.
down there, you can see a fountain. And sitting on the corner of the fountain is this person.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
It's Miss Frizzle's evil twin.
It sure is.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Kind of shoot Alessandra like a. What is this kind of look?
He is a sort of gatekeeper, I guess you should say. I could say. She'll begin walking forward. Gatekeeper, why do you sit on the fountain? I sit on the fountain because this is where sorrow goes to drown.
I don't like poets.
I feel the same.
What do you offer me at my little tool booth? Is the question.
I have a caramel in my pocket.
All right.
One caramel.
Anyway, we'll put you up there so that you can be there.
I have one caramel in my pocket, and it might be a little warm, and it might be a little sticky, but you can have it.
He'll kind of like reach out with like a single finger and just like with the fingernail prick the caramel and then just like that was a
Yuck.
fine morsel, little one. And he'll boop you on the nose with the fingernail.
Yay!
But I'm looking for something with a little bit more substance. And as he does that,
Okay.
he'll kind of like flick his hands and like a little bit of your hair will just get cut off and fall to the ground.
Ooh.
Got
Like
it. So
that.
he wants a kiss.
A kiss.
Greg goes, "Fuck her up, buttercup."
But he
I
wasn't
did
expecting
not,
that.
You know, he was not expecting that, and I, as a GM, was not either.
No.
Does this Lynx will
Oh,
walk up
no.
to Alessandra
Oh
as
no!
Ray is distracting him and just ask, "Is this creature humanoid?"
Greg goes, "I got chapstick too. Hold on."
Jesus.
Are you actually going to kiss this thing?
He wants a gift. Okay. Chat's telling me to do it. Tonight is tell Ray what to do. And
All
I'll
right.
have we-
Well, we're going to.
Have
just...
we turned into Twitch Plays Pokemon?
Oh Lord! All right, give me one moment. Then I need to look up a stat thing.
I've done it. Will finally wasn't ready.
You love to see it.
I just need to. There we go. That's how I spell it. Oh God. I just need to get the stat block for a thing up. I didn't think you would actually kiss it.
Is Alessandra, is this thing a humanoid creature?
That is a demon of sorts.
So the chloroform is out of the question. Got it.
To the book. Of all the things I did not think you would do immediately.
Is that a warm, sticky caramel in your pocket, or are you just happy to see
See
me?
me.
Wow, Chad is on it tonight.
Holy fucking god!
Listen, I give the people what they want.
I'm tearing up. Oh my god.
Okay, that's how I spell it.
Gotta
I
cut
knew
the
I
tension
saw.
between Alessandra and Nim.
Okay, so Shy, I need you to make me a. Oh God, what is it?
I look at him and I go, "Hey, do you
Oh,
want to be a part?"
it's not even a
business?
save. So you are drained 1.
Cool.
Oh. I mean, at least buy her dinner first. Jeez.
I know.
Don't level
And-
drain on the first date.
See
Do you want to be a part of this great job opportunity? It's not a pure team, but you order this makeup, right? And
Oh,
then
there
you
it
have to get.
God.
Is that
I
drained 4?
No, Ray has only drained 1. But
And-
we are going to need to roll initiative now.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
it.
no!
The counter rolled up there.
Was distracting him. You guys could have done so much this time.
Hey man, my one idea that I totally didn't steal from chat fell through entirely. So
Alrighty, let's do this.
What we didn't realize is that he had already bought into Alessandra's family's timeshare.
Yeah.
Christ.
Listen, I tried. I gave him caramel. I gave him a taste of my sweet lips.
Succubus?
You gave him 2 kinds of
Oh.
sugar, honey.
Oh,
That's right.
And
oh no.
Shut up
Succubus?
so much.
you are drained
I don't
1,
do that
and you are
Da
going
Vinci?
to take...
Ew.
Da Vinci Stinky.
3d6. So, Ray, you are also going to take, just from the top, 14 points of
Oh,
negative energy
boy.
damage. As
Oh.
you feel
Ow.
your soul being sucked out by this creature.
Hot.
Oh,
Hi.
good boss.
Girl boss! Yes, mama!
Elisandra, unfortunately, does not have combat capabilities, so she is out for now. But, Ray,
Useless!
Use her hands.
this thing tried to suck your soul. What are you going to do about it?
I'm
I can't
slapping.
believe Alessandra can't throw hands.
Yeah. I would like to slap him in the face and be like, I gave you 2 forms of sweets.
Oh, but the soul is the most delicious.
Oh,
That's a 30
God.
with 14 bludgeoning.
Delightful.
a 30 will hit.
how are you rolling 30 so consistently with your punches?
I
She's
can
a plus
only
11 to hit.
Listen, I can only roll good if it requires me to do something stupid. If it's supposed to help in any way, it's automatically a low roll for
Alright,
some
Ray,
reason.
so that's one of your actions. You still have 2 more. Would you like to make another couple attacks?
Flurry of blows.
Can I ask him, like, what kind of gift do you want?
Well, I was going to simply settle for some of your memories, but now I think I'll take your soul.
What about hers? She points to Nim.
I mean, honestly, you all look quite delicious, so we're just kind of going to go around here.
That's
That'll
not how bargaining works.
that'll take one of your actions. You have 1 more.
That's not how bargaining works, sir. No, that won't.
No, that will not. Nim, it's your turn.
All right. All right, let me see. Okay, I'm going to electric arc him because I can do that from here.
All right.
Um,
They have a +1 to their save against magic because they are a demon.
Love that. Love that.
21 will
he
succeed.
fails.
He has
Oh,
a
never
+1
mind.
to his save.
I thought it was included in the.
No, they don't include it, so he'll take
F.
6.
That's all right. And then I want to do a knowledge roll.
Okay, make me a religion check.
Yes, knowledge rolls.
Roll raise to suck his soul.
17.
17 is unfortunately not enough for questions about a succubus.
Damn. Well.
However, it is now their turn. And they are going to use 2 of their
Oh, no.
actions to cast the spell.
I bet I know what it is.
They'll kind of like
Mm.
put their
It's a
hand up
fucking-
against Ray's cheek and say, you know, if you want to punch things, there's more targets than just me right over there. And he's going to dominate you, Ray.
I'm a child.
I'm a child!
Oh.
I cast Call the FBI.
Once again, for some reason that didn't work. That's weird. It's a 26. You need to make
Oh,
a 20
no.
DC 26 will save.
26?
Oh.
Succubuses are bad news, man.
More
That's
like
28.
Oh,
Hey! Okay, so
Ray
you
goes,
will...
Ray goes. It's called consent, idiot. And she's
yeah.
I can't even be mad at that. So at
I
the
love to see it.
on your next turn, Ray, you're going to lose one of your actions as you are stunned as you try to fight off its commands. But they
Okay.
still have one action left, so said fine, and they'll claw you. 25 to hit.
You see,
Does that hit?
I think it should.
Yeah.
Should.
Okay,
Yeah.
you're going to take 20 slashing damage and 3 points of evil damage for 23 in total.
Haha.
Ooh.
Danger.
And
Okay.
that will be their turn. Unfortunately, they tried to dominate the monk and it didn't work out.
I mean, that's because she's not a barbarian. If she was a barbarian, obviously it would have worked. Because
Yeah,
that
for fucking
always
real.
happens.
Yes. Chip is.
Heads
your
up,
turn.
I have 8 hit points.
Oh, what? How? Hello?
Wow! Have you not been paying attention to the 14 damage she took there, the 20 damage she took there?
Ray is a bit of a glass
Oh.
cannon.
It's
Oh no!
Ray goes, wait. So me and my friends were talking, right? And I need like a fake marriage situation. Are you at all interested to the
I
team?
think I'll just take
You
your soul,
wanna?
dear.
There's this great lady. She's got A plus soul.
The succubus will just look at you and say, "No, I think I will add you to my soul collection." Chip, it's your turn.
Feel you will.
All right.
Oh.
Well, I just saw something that calls for my particular services, so I'm going to scamper like the delightful tenured rat I am, directly up behind dear Ray, and with a flourish, out comes the healing glove,
Ha!
and I'm just gonna do my 7d8 plus 5 healing.
Do it. Roll that fabulous healing.
38 back to you, Ray.
Delightful.
Yay!
And then with my one remaining action, I am just going to point my trusty revolver at the horrid demon and say, "You heard the lady. Consent."
Consent.
A 27 will hit for 7.
Sadly, it was not a studied shot, so I don't get any cool extra damage, but still.
That's still some good damage. Lynx, it is your turn.
I knew I should have bought the recipe for that fucking. I'm trying to remember what the bomb was that does like good damage, but
I mean, depending
about
on your
to be-
level, all bombs can deal good damage. Anyway.
I'm leaving the campaign effective immediately.
Okay.
Here are my top reasons why.
It's just all puns. It's a list of the terrible puns I've made.
Oh my god. I'm gonna throw 3 alchemist fires at this man because I am fully within range. Only one of those rolled above a 20.
The 24 will hit.
Considering this thing probably fights in
Nice.
lingerie, it probably doesn't have a terribly high AC.
Lingerie.
No,
It's a
this
succubus.
is exactly what they look like.
Oh, God.
I hate the nose more than anything. Like the fact that it's a succubus, it just
Yeah.
It's like a... I don't even know.
All right, and then at the top of the round, we'll notice Cassandra, and we'll play this next week when you're back, Cassandra. You'll notice Cassandra's eyes are rolled back. It looks like something is happening to her here. Ray, it's your turn.
pinky.
Okay.
Perhaps a vision. So Ray, you only have 2 actions this round because you're stunned. What would you like to do?
I guess I'll hit him again.
Roll the hit.
Rock'em Sock'em Ray.
Come sock 'em, Ray.
If this was
Does a 24
Starfinder,
hit?
Ray could be playing an android and it'd be a Rock'em Sock'em Raybot. 24.
Shut up.
That will hit for 14.
Yay!
You guys
Well,
are
Nim, what was that about hiring me to go punch Will?
you guys are
Sounds like
actually
your price
rolling
is
well
dropped.
tonight. It's kind of surprising.
I know it's
Right, Ray,
a
you
little
have
bit,
one more action.
It is out of character, I agree.
concerning.
Can I throw my eyeball necklace at Alessandra to snap her out of it?
At Cassandra, you mean?
Yes.
Sure.
All right. What would that be? Athletics?
Yeah. Let's make it an athletics check.
Oh, 17.
Unfortunately, eyeball splats right at Nim's feet,
Ew!
getting all
My
over
necklace.
their slippers. And then it'll be Nim's turn.
Fantastic. Well, let's just harm him. I'm gonna use a second level spell slot for that.
All right.
Minimum damage.
What's the
Alright, he needs
DC?
to make- the DC is 21.
Awesome. And it is a...
Fort save. He crit fails!
Delightful.
Oh, well, I guess technically
Yeah, it's a natural
that's
one.
a 1.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a crit fail.
Beautiful. So then he takes 24 damage, but it is necrotic, so I don't...
It looks as
I
though...
think necrotic would.
Yeah, necrotic still damages them.
Thank God. I was a little bit worried about that one. So he takes 24 necrotic damage.
All right.
And then with my turn, can I make some kind of what's going on check with Cassandra?
Yeah, sure. Just make me a general arcana, occult, or religion check.
Hello? I don't know. Sorry, what did
I
you roll?
believe he said religion.
Arcana, occult, or religion.
Okay. Arcana, occult, or religion. I believe they are all the same for me. Ooh, critical success. That's a nat 20.
What's happening to Cassandra is very similar to what happened to her when she had the visions earlier.
Oh.
Haha. Uh-oh.
Next up is
Okay.
their turn.
Uh-oh.
They are going to
How many more of those?
use one of their actions to simply look at you, Nim, and say, "Oh, dear me." And they're going to walk right up to you with one stride action. Then, with another action, they are going to attempt to embrace you.
Yucky!
Oh,
Ew!
bad touch.
Bad time!
Oh, yeah, yes, it is literally.
So 36 against your fort DC.
I mean, I don't know what my fort DC is, but I'm gonna say probably yeah.
You're telling me this person has a plus 20 to diplomacy?
Yes.
Holy
They're
shit!
essentially us, So.
And now I need you to make me a will save.
Oh my.
Will save.
Passionate
Okay.
geese.
Wish me luck.
Oh,
28.
That's a success. You managed to not have your soul drained.
Yay!
Love that for me.
You just bite your own tongue like, nope.
And
it's just not attractive.
it's
to him.
as
It's
they're
not-
doing that, there's like Elasan just kind of just looking at it. It's just like, huh. Did not expect that thing to go after Nim. That's a shame. Chip, you're up.
Is that an insult?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Alright.
I think you can.
Um, I
Oh,
am,
wait, sorry. She takes, they take 2 persistent fire damage.
Oh, I'll take 2 damage then,
Yeah.
and we'll see if we get out of it. We do not. Okay, continue, Chip.
Oh!
I am going to study this creature and try and find some sort of weak spot, and I'm going to make a strategic shot with my pistol.
Okay, fire at will.
Ooh.
Wow.
29
good.
will hit. For 20
Is
damage.
that 20 total damage? Wow. Professor,
Oh, man,
you're
maybe
looking
I
pretty
can-
hot and sexy.
Maybe I can start
Now, hold
putting
on.
you guys up against some stronger stuff.
Don't. Please don't.
Just a little stronger.
Ah,
but
okay.
like
Half this
stronger.
will.
All right, and I'm going to use my shared stratagem ability,
Mhm.
and I'm going to give Ray, for her next turn, will have what's the advantage? Not advantage.
Flat-footed.
Flat-footed. Even though she'd probably get into flanking anyway, she's the only melee fighter we have. God, we only have the one melee fighter.
Yeah.
Just one.
God.
You could
yeah,
stop
so
at 5 or 6 doors, or just one.
anyway, and then I'm just going to make
I
a
love
second
you guys.
normal pistol shot.
Fire at will.
Just to check, the 29 didn't crit, did it?
No, it did not.
Okay, good. So, then again, I don't think I took that ability anyway. 22.
Unfortunately, a 22 will just bounce off of this creature's mask.
Should have given myself flat-footed.
God,
I don't
what
think
a
I can do
mood.
that.
You can't do that.
No, I can't. All right, now that is my turn. Yeah, I assessed and I shot.
Lynx, it's your turn. Can you finish this
Lynx
person
is-
off?
Irritated, so he's going to fire crossbow bolt, reload, and fire one more time.
Go for it. Miss.
Neither hits.
They just kind of they kind of like, in order to dodge you, they like will take Nim, because they do technically have Nim grappled, like into a waltz and like twirl them.
Ugh.
It really do be like that.
Ray, it's your turn.
All right, y'all. Let's end this. Oh, he moved.
Ooh.
Like a jerk.
Okay. I got 2 moves. So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. I can still make it in one.
Yeah.
All right. We're posted up, and then.
Misses.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna use my hero point.
I love it. You love to see it. Misses.
Okay, I'm gonna use my other hero point.
Oh wait, no, they're flat-footed to you, aren't they? That will
Yeah,
hit.
Yes.
They are.
Yes, so Ray, as they kind of like turn and like waltz to avoid Cooper's thing, you run right up to them, and like when you put your fist out to punch them, they like twirl themselves right into it, and then they poof out of existence.
Oh!
Yo, everybody's getting owned by this 12-year-old looking little girl.
It is what it is.
You know, it'd be like that.
You
But
guys
only
remember
sometimes.
the Rock Lee versus Gara fight? That's Ray.
Shut up! No!
That's Ray right now.
Fucking flawless.
All right.
Absolutely flawless.
Absolutely.
Nim just kind of brushes herself off, shudders a bit, and then is this the portal to where we need to go?
No, we're like I said, we're currently in the Trod. We just need to exit the cave.
Gotcha.
And then
All right.
Alessandra will kind of like point to like the passageway on the wall over here and say, if we go that way, perhaps.
Ah, understood.
Does anyone need any additional healing?
I'm actually at full. I'm fine.
Oh.
I don't remember the last time Lynx got hit, honestly.
Well-
Ray, how are you feeling?
I distinctly remember a spear trap that Link tried to get around.
Listen,
That was the
that was
first.
session 1.
God, that was how long ago now?
Do you remember when I
20
just drank whatever's
weeks.
in the bottle?
I do remember that.
20 weeks.
we
We're on
need
episode
people.
20 now.
We are on episode. Wow. Wow. Not counting the week we took off Christmas. That's.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's 6 months.
it is.
Time, man. It's weird.
So, happy 6-month anniversary, guys.
Right?
Oh my god. That's like so pretty.
Just
of
wait till we get to a
you.
year. But yeah. Alessandro kind of
You're
walked
welcome.
towards the next room.
Lynx is
Yeah.
gonna refill as he walks, just using his infused reagents to craft the alchemist fires he used.
That's fair. Yeah. God. I was expecting I was surprised that did not become a social encounter. That usually is how you guys lean. That's cool. I like
I know
it.
you actually get to use your bad guy abilities.
I actually get to use the succubus powers. I didn't think I would.
The suck.
Ray goes, that's the last time I'm ever kissing a
Fuck.
guy.
I
You
do
know what,
like
that's
how
fair.
we
Good for
we,
you.
Good for you,
we
Ray.
surprised you each in a row.
I love that for you. That is entirely fair.
So,
Don't get left behind, Ray.
in this large room, there is what appears to be a root protruding from the wall, as well as a number of other mushrooms that are growing upon it. As you guys are passing, you can notice that, like, within the mushrooms, there's, like, little doors cut out and stuff.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's like, oh, the people! The people are coming! The people are coming! And a bunch of, like, little, like, creatures are going to, like, run out onto the roots. They're, like, very small. They're, like, minifigure sized. And they're all just standing. Oh, hello, people! And they're all saying this together. Just, like, imagine, like, hundreds of voices saying this. Oh, it's not often
This is just disenchantment.
It's not often we get visitors in Our Lady's domain. We must send a messenger out immediately. Messenger!
Let's not be hasty. We would be delighted if we could introduce ourselves to the mistress.
The lady.
Are you a
Yes.
surprise?
Yes, a lovely one. That's strictly true. I don't have to make a deception roll.
That is true.
That is true.
What the fuck is that?
If y'all would like to convince these small creatures not to rat you out, someone can make me a diplomacy or deception check.
Oh.
Ooh, I could do an intimidation check.
Or an intimidation.
32 for
damn.
diplomacy.
Oh, Nim, that'll
Diggity
critically,
down.
that will critically succeed, Nim. You are able to basically convince them as such. And yeah,
All right.
let me just reveal the next passageway to y'all. Reveal, not hide. Thank you, Roll20.
Enjoy your roots.
Yes, it's where we grew up! Ha 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 ha!
Oh,
Christ
lovely.
almighty.
Can I burn them down?
Lynx just kind of
Maybe later.
scampers away.
Like fire, hellfire.
Fire. That's a good one.
So, you guys can make your way through the cave and its passageways. And eventually, you will come to another large chamber. This one appears to exit from the cave in a veil of this, like, white, misty smoke.
Ooh.
The stone here from the cave becomes work stone, and it almost becomes like an actual passageway before, like, that white, misty veil appears.
Mm-hmm.
Alessandra will say, "This is the entryway to her realm. Once we're in there, once, we won't be able to return easily without her permission again.
Without permission.
We need to get what we came for now."
Okay, go get it.
In and out. In and out. We can do this. We can do this. We got this. All right.
All right.
Wait, why can't she go get it? Why can't Alessandra just go get it and we'll stay on guard?
They won't allow her entry.
Oh.
Well, we'll need to get to her first.
Guys.
And yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I'd like to try to put Alessandra in a disguise to see if that works.
Sure, make me a deception check.
I'm just checking. Will Cassandra, has she been left behind, or is that...
Oh, that's just me not moving Cassandra, my apologies.
Okay, just checking. I was like, where is she?
She's just hallucinating
Join
right
the
now.
fairies.
Call back later.
That is a 12.
Okay, you think you've disguised Alessandra decently well.
You sure do. Well, bless your heart.
Well, bless her. Alright, remember, talk like this. Go on up there and say, "Excuse me, can I have my family heirloom?" This is not Alessandra. This is Erdenandra.
What?
Just kind of looks at you, Ray. Looks at Nim. Looks at Ray. Looks back at Nim.
Nim is stifling like a huge shit-eating grin.
It's called 3 men in a trench coat. It works every time.
Oh my god.
Will, for my benefit, how has Ray disguised Alessandra? Like, what has she done specifically?
Ray, what have you done to disguise Alessandra?
This will be good. This will be good.
I have used my hobo sack to put on top of her head, and I have drawn on with the mud a mustache and a little goatee and a unibrow.
As one does. As one does.
Yep. And I make her hunch over instead of stand up straight.
And fan artists,
It's all-
if you want to draw the scene of Ray dressing Alessandra up, please do.
They'll never know. You just really have to change how you walk and how you talk.
I shall do my best to. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh no! There we go. Okay.
I've never been prouder of Ray in my entire life.
And I can't say I blame you personally.
This just went from like a horrible day for Nimbus to like a very fun
Do you,
day.
and do you know what the worst part is? She would just normally press to digitate this stuff off of her, but she can't.
And yup.
You know who
Yup.
A perfect storm.
Yeah.
Ray turns to Alessandra, or was it 3 raccoons in a trench coat? Can't, I don't
Alessandra
something
just
like
starts
that.
walking.
I'll
remember
follow her.
the walk and the voice. You can do it.
Lord.
Alright, so.
Once more into the fold, I suppose.
As you guys, is anyone else stepping through the fog with Nim?
Unfortunately,
I'm sticking close.
We're all,
as much
we're
as
all
I don't
huddled.
like this.
We're
As
watching.
you step through the fog, you exit this mouth of a cave and find yourself with your backs to stone for a moment, and then you look forward and see trees and fog.
Oh,
and
this is
you
gonna
look-
work if it's 3 raccoons in a trench coat.
And then you look
Holy
back
shit.
again, and the stone that you would walk through has disappeared, and it is trees and fog. And
Oh.
as you guys begin to look around, you notice that each of you is alone.
Oh.
And in the distance, you all hear a cackling laugh.
We've been betrayed.
Yucky.
And that
Alessandra sends her regards.
is where we will end this week's session.
No, my masterpiece. Will didn't get to do the voice.
And that's where we'll end this week's session.
Alessandra sends her warmest regard.
Alessandra sends her warmest. No, I think if Alessandra. So if hypothetically, if Alessandra was going to do a terrible accent, it would probably sound like. Oh, it's hard to do it right. Alessandra sounds her regards. Oh, that's the best Newfie I can do.
Bad.
Bless your heart, Will.
Yeah.
Well, bless your heart.
Well,
Bless
bless
your
your heart. But anyway, that's where we'll end
What's
this
she
week.
doing? Her best.
Her best.
She is really
Best.
doing her best. But that's where we'll end this week. We'll pick up next week as you guys are now within the domain of the Baba Yaga.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, 3 men in a trench coat.
Uh-oh,
So-
stinky.
Everyone,
Stink-
thank
Does
you
someone make
so
a
much.
poopy?
Thank you so much for coming out, everyone. You can come by next week to see our exciting conclusion to this mini arc. Otherwise, keep an eye out on our YouTube channel for the last couple episodes to be posted and this episode to be posted shortly after. Other than that, I believe some people might have stuff they want to plug. Shy, plug your Twitch.
Hey, come to my Twitch. I play the games.
She do be playing the games.
I do. We playing every day till my birthday.
Awesome.
Except tonight, because I'm tired.
Big.
No, you
Big
streamed here
list.
today. And then, let's see. McKenna, I believe you might be doing commission work soon?
Maybe.
Okay.
If by soon you mean at least not until probably the end of February, because I'm doing all of the artwork for our upcoming 5E stream that'll
Perfect.
be streaming on Fridays, and then I am being commissioned, hopefully by another person to do
Bunch
their
of
artwork
campaign
for
work.
their stream, but I don't know much about that yet.
Fair
If you
enough.
want to commission me to fight somebody, My ages are 3 and up.
She'll do it.
Lord.
She'll do it.
But
She'll do
anyway,
it for
everyone.
one corn chip.
Thank you so much for coming
One
tonight.
friendship.
We're going to end it here. We'll see you all next week for this exciting conclusion with Cass back, hopefully. And yeah, thanks so
Yeah,
much for
thank
coming
you,
down, everyone.
guys.
I'm going to get a raid started, and then we'll say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Hell yeah.